Hello and welcome back to the Low IQ Show Bros podcast. I am Jake Clubb. That name makes no sense, which makes this the Low IQ Show Bros. Today's episode will be about water. Is water wet? People's opinions on water because I have no idea what I'm doing. And some other least debated questions some of the most least debated questions in history, as like if you wait for the waiter, do you become the waiter? As always, we'll start off with my opinion, and my opinion is that I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no opinion on if water is wet or not. I genuinely do not know. And then my opinion on water. I think it's just something that we need to survive, not that important. It's just a necessary thing for survival for all living things on Earth. Not that big of a deal. And then, if you wait for the waiter, do you become a waiter? Yes. You become the waiter. Because it's in the name. Science. Also, and finally, in my list of opinions, the most debated question in history: if you sweat in the sweater, do you become the sweater? I had to analyze every single word, every single letter in this sentence. It took me hours. I have no opinion on this. I don't really care. And now we are going to interview 3 people to ask them these amazingly dumb questions. Today we have brought back an amazing person, Grug. Hello, Grug.
I call it Rug. Rhymes with Grug.
Grug, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Sorry.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions, Grug?
Okay.
So, first question. What is your opinion on water?
I think my opinion is it's cool.
You think water's cool like Grug?
It rhymes with Grug.
Yeah, okay, yes, it does rhyme. So, here's a question for you, Grug. Is water wet?
Yes.
Water is wet.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why water is wet?
Because it rhymes with Grug.
It's wet because it rhymes with Grug.
Yes.
That is very, very good reasoning. I approve of that, Grug. Okay, there's only like 2 more questions left, okay? So, here's one. If you wait for the waiter, do you become the waiter, Grug?
No. Rhymes with Grug.
It's no because it rhymes with Grug.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the final question before we're done with the interview for you, if you sweat in a sweater, do you become the sweater, Grug?
Yes.
You think yes?
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why?
Because it rhymes with Grug.
Okay. Well, we have brought George here today. Hello, George.
Hello.
Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
No.
Okay, so first question, what is your opinion on water?
Water.
Water is water?
No, so like, water. The stuff that people walk on? The thing that people drink, yeah. I don't like it.
You don't like water?
No.
Why is that?
Soda's better.
Okay.
It's like Dr. Pepper,
Okay. Well, is water wet?
Well, no.
Why is that?
Because, think about it. If water was a living thing, then would it be wet because it was born like that? Just like humans were born in air, and they're just used to it, normal air,
Mm-hmm.
In water, like fish,
Yes.
like fish can't see water, and humans can't see air. So like, the fish can see air, and humans can see water. Yeah.
Don't know anything you just said, but okay.
Yeah.
There are 2 questions left. Let's do, if you wait for the waiter, are you the waiter now?
Yeah, because I'm waiting for my food.
You're waiting for your food, but is the waiter waiting for your food to come to him?
No, he chooses favorites and he goes to other people to help.
That makes so much sense. I agree with you. And then the final question before you're done, if you sweat in a sweater, do you become the sweater? I see you kind of froze there. Did your brain break?
What's a sweater? Like a person that sweats a lot?
The thing that you wear if you're cold.
Isn't that what a coat and a hoodie is for?
I think you could consider a hoodie a sweater.
Okay.
I don't know though.
Well, no, because it's cold outside, It's cold outside. So then why would you be sweating if you have something that...
Okay, thank you for your time. Okay, and the final person we have to interview is ChatGPT because it's smart. Okay. Is water wet? It has responded with, water itself is not wet. It's a liquid that can make other things wet. Wetness is a description of condition when a liquid sticks to a surface. It's wet when the liquid sticks to the surface. So if something is covered in water, we say it's wet. So technically water is not wet, it makes things wet. But people often say water is wet, and it is not wrong in a conversational sense. Okay. Okay, and then ChatGPT's response for if you sweat in a sweater, do you become the sweater, is no. Sweating in a sweater does not make you become the sweater. You are still you, and the sweater is still the sweater. Your sweat just makes the sweater damp and probably less comfortable. So no, you do not become the sweater, but you do become a person who regrets not choosing a lighter outfit. And then the final question for ChatGPT, if you wait for the waiter, do you become the waiter? It says no. If you wait for the waiter, you do not become the waiter. You're just someone waiting for them, not someone serving others. A waiter is someone who waits on others. If you're waiting for the waiter, then you are quite literally a waiter, but in a different sense. So yes, you are a waiter, but not the waiter, just a temporarily disempowered one. Well, that is all the interviews that we have for today, which means I am Jake Clubb. That was a weird response from ChatGPT, and this is the Low IQ Show Bros, so goodbye.